Hello and welcome. Join that music. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about survival to safety and starting a 5-day reset, taking you through this guide that I have created because I needed it for myself. Little do we know how crucial it is for us to calm our nervous system. I know that it's a not new topic to me. However, it is because as it is relating more and more to me, it is just all the more important for me to understand what the heck I'm going through in my life. So let me just make sure I'm actually recording. And that you can hear me. All right. So I do see myself streaming. Oh, and I can actually hear myself. Fantastic. It's nothing like doing an entire live and then your mic was not on. My camera is not, it's flashing. So I took myself off camera. So let's talk about this guide. So one of the things that I understand from being a life coach and working with people is core problems. And with regards to exhaustion or just being unable to fulfill certain accomplishments that you want to have accomplished. So I'm speaking to people who want to know how to get out of survival mode, or they want to live, but they just don't know how to live. And they don't even know where to start to heal. Some have, and many have been through therapy for a very, very long time and still don't feel whole, still feel as if they're still struggling and striving to recover themselves. And I have this guide available for free. I'm going to walk through an overview. This is a prep for the daily reset that's going to occur for the next 5 or 6 days. Counting today is day 0. This is day 1 prep. And then tomorrow will be day 1, where we will actually do exercises. And this will be immediate relief. Okay? Not big changes, but immediate relief for if you're feeling mentally tired, if you're so tired and you want to get out of survival mode. And this is for people that are craving practical steps, not wanting to have over explanations and want to be able to not have to listen to a whole video. So each of these days is going to be targeted to activity that gets you out of survival mode that you can utilize for the rest of your life and that work. And again, you can have your own free copy of this guide. It is completely free and it is practical. So let's walk through some of the I'm just going to flash through the pages real quick so you can see what you would get. And then we'll go back through one page through the other really quickly, just so, and I'll touch on the benefits of each page. So let's go back to page 1. Actually, okay. So, my name's Lana McMurray. I am the owner and founder of Free to Thrive Coaching, and this is a guide that I created out of a lot of reading, studying, training, skill sets, and just what other professionals were using and things that worked for me. And that will be extremely helpful to anyone that tends to like even I didn't want to make videos because I kind of felt like I would open my mouth and then I'm searching for a word and the word is not coming out at the time I want to speak. Those were things I noticed within myself that I got pretty tired of. And lo and behold, what I've learned that is a stress response. That's the result of being in a chronic freeze state for years. Even though you might graduate from 2 colleges with honors. You might have raised kids and had jobs and done well in life, but you could still be in a chronic freeze. And I discovered in my recent podcast I did yesterday that I launched it today, or it's a brand new episode, and it talks about how I've me realizing that I have been frozen since age 3 or 5. That's when I remember the sensation I had today that I, discovered. If I would say today, because I'm working with my nervous system and I'm honoring myself and I'm stretching myself against edges. That's where your growth is. And I have grown and I have done some really successful things, but I want to make it more consistent. And I want to do it in a feminine energy without stress and harm to my body. I don't want the wear and tear. I want to be able to do what I need to do to be who I'm called to be in this world. I want to fulfill my purpose. So this is going to help you with fulfilling your purpose. It's also going to help you to just heal and feel better because it affects your physical body. It gets into your gums and your teeth. It gets into your hair. It gets into your physical body. It gets into like your memory. Goes into your relationships, relationship with yourself. I'm just naming a few things. So, number one, we're going to be walking through this. One of the things that you want to do is you want to make sure you know how to check in with yourself to see whether or not you're in a survival mode. That is something that we're going to cover tomorrow. And that is on the first page of this document. And this is something, again, you can use at home on your own to help you quickly check in to see. That way you can take the necessary actions to feel better. Let's maximize this. Is this going to allow me to maximize? I don't think so. Okay. Let me see how this is looking here. Oh, I'm looking at myself here on Facebook, trying to make sure, get caught up. I want to see what it looks like. Okay. All right. So that's day one. We're going to learn how to check in and see whether or not we are in a survival mode, panic type of, that way you won't be so mad at yourself for something you didn't do or the way something went. Because when you start to notice the signs, you can immediately be able to say, I see what's going on here. I know what I need to do for this. And then day 2 is the 5-minute reset. I'm going to teach you 4 different 5-minute resets. There are 4 instant regulation techniques to help you with resetting your nervous system, to bringing yourself back to a calm state so that you can manifest from that state. You could be happy in that state, And then the next is we're going to go through and I'm going to teach you the decision tree. And the decision tree is going to show you how to ask yourself, questions and know what to do right away if you find yourself in one of the survival mode situations. Survival mode, I call them like freeze ups or crams ups. I mean, you can be in a survival mode and have flight too, where you're just going, 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 and you're producing, but you're not really doing the thing you need to do. It's just a lot of busy. Or you could be fawning, where you just betray yourself and you just, you know, be like a doormat. Or you could fight. You could just be really angry and very feisty when I fight. So, it's very important to understand your stress, your how you react, how your body naturally has habituated to react to stress, identifying it, and then taking yourself through a decision tree so that you can know what exercises and what things you need to do. And permission statements. Oh my God, giving yourself permission. Giving yourself the permission to do, to have. We're going to go through permission statements and I'll help you make your own permission statements. And that's the guide. And it's so simple. It's just clean and simple. It's the small wins that matter the most, and what makes this different, like if you've tried therapy or you've read articles, you've watched videos, but you haven't developed micro routines that you can do in like 5 to 10 minutes when you're dysregulated, that's what this guide is. And that's what the short daily resets are going to be. They're going to be timed based on the activities. And the point is to do and to learn to introduce these micro routines that you can do in 5 to 10 minutes when you're dysregulated. It's not a self care list that you might already think is a waste of time. It's not a meditation app that's hard and you got to remember to activate it. It's something that you can commit to memory, actually, and you can put it into practice, and it's very practical and it's very compassionate. So, again, I offer this beautiful guide that I have created myself. The ideas and everything came from me. And thanks to the beauty of Gamma, I can put that stuff into a software like Gamma and it can line up all the words real pretty for me and put the colors and I get to choose the pictures I want and it puts it together for me. So it saves me time. So that's really good for my nervous system. So this guide is a quick nervous system. What it contains is a quick nervous system check in, 3 to 4 instant regulation techniques, a simple decision tree for what to do right now, and permission statements to counteract guilt. This is available for you to download. I will leave the link in the description so that you can get your own copy and follow along. And if you have questions, please don't hesitate to put them in, to ask them. And I'll also leave my website. You can reach out to me. I offer, at the time of this airing, I offer consultations for free. I'm not always going to do that, but for right now, you can talk to me. So you can definitely go to my website and there are and how to contact me. I have it all laid out for you to find how to reach out and schedule the time to talk. Sometimes it's just good to talk to someone that understands where you're coming from. Well, thank you so much for watching and have a great day.